Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am here today with the Roxy Journal of Stitchery, and this is my mood board, or part of it. I have to say I got way too many things picked out after our big garage sale, and I will try to remember to link that video for you and you can see what we got. But I got all of these beautiful fabrics and the theme, the colors, and I just felt inspired. At that point, when we went to this town-wide garage sale, I had no idea what I want to do for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, because the theme this time around is treasure hunt, and they're not kind of saying do a scroll or do this, they're kind of leaving it all up to you, and I just felt kind of lost. Anyway, so what I came up with, and unfortunately I don't have the right fabric. I have used everything. If you have seen Kathy Holden's junk journal, that new line that she has, you'll know what I'm talking about. This one, let me see, is this part of it? This one is the smaller one. Yes, this is part of it. So I wanted to show you the bigger one with the bigger photos and invoices and things on there, but I've used every single bit of it. I better run to the shop and find more of that because I just love it. Anyway, so as you can see, she has printed postcards in here and tags. If you're a junk journaler, all of this would totally appeal to you. And then she has like Tim Holtz cut out photos in there, stamps, all kinds of things. So this is the look I think I want to go for. So what I'm going to do is I will be collecting some family photos, both my grandparents, my parents, photos from when we were young, and make them all black and white, and then have the color kind of pop in the background and do things with that. Not sure what all the prompts will be. The first prompt is was out last week, and it's a monogram, so I still need to work on that, but I'm getting there. At least now I have an idea of what I want to do. The other thing that I found when we were garage sailing is this pillowcase, and I don't know, the colors, the fact that it's kind of faded, it's not red, it's this raspberry red, it's a faded blue, not whites. I just love everything about it. Maybe not as much the gingham, but all of these other fabrics. Like I said, I'm not sure I'll incorporate that, but this is just the jumping off point, and then I got from there to all of this. And yes, I know it's a lot of fabrics. This is just a little French book that I bought quite some time ago. I think it was from French Balladou, but I'll have to look. I'm not sure. I love this book. It's probably a little Bible. And it has gold in here, so I'm thinking I might even add some touches of gold. I don't see a date within all of this, just to give it a little bit of glamour. So that was one thing. The scrolls on here, the gold, the ivory, and this soapbox, same thing. Maybe not that specific gold, but I just loved the scrolls and just the look, the vintage look of this. And this I got from Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. And the wood press, I was going to put in like names and letters and numbers on there, and so that's why I have this on here. And the first prompt is a monogram, so that is perfect. That will go in as well. And then just all of these fabrics. I know a lot of the prints that I have on here are very big. I will be adding, I did start adding like smaller prints in between, and I definitely need smaller, and this is a small print, and small and medium prints, but I will keep working on that. I just needed a, just a starting off point. So I do what I want as like this kind of French muted blue, that color. This is the perfect color. I will play around in shades of that, and I do have the darker ticking in there, which is fine, and then this raspberry red, and you'll see in most of these fabrics there is that raspberry red in there with a soft buttery yellow. And then I also wanted to add just a touch of I don't know if this is, I don't think it's, no, it's not sage, it's like an olivey green, that color. But it's just all about playing. And then some vintage buttons, vintage finds. I have obviously lots of vintage laces. This I definitely want to use, not the purple, but there's this beautiful butterfly on there. It's a beautiful, probably for a nightgown. And yeah, just the normal things will go in there. I also have this, just see, these were also pieces that I found when we were doing that garage sale. It is very old, very grungy quilt pieces, but it has the right colors in there, and I just love that it's kind of old and tatty. And I'm thinking, if you have a beautiful flower on here, that old and tattiness just becomes beautiful. So then the next question is, once you have your colors and your idea, what format are you going to make yours? I know Rachel, I think they're making wall hangings, and I think definitely Sarah, I'm not sure if Rachel's doing a wall hanging or not, but so I actually struggled with that quite a bit, because with the fact that I want to incorporate some family photos in here and maybe some letters all printed. At first I thought I want to add the paper with the fabric, and then I thought then I probably need a book, but I just want all of this to kind of flow into one messy goodness. I don't know exactly how it's gonna happen, but hopefully it'll happen. So then my friend Camille found me this amazing scroll. It is huge. It is gorgeous. It measures from point to point 11.5 inches, and then inside is 10 inches long. And yes, so this scroll needs something special. So yes, I'm gonna make a scroll again. Very boring, but that's what's going to happen. I just love this. I need to use it, and need to use it for something special. So that's what I'm going to do, a scroll again. I am still hunting for a scroll for my volume 3. So I made like a 6-inch, my scroll is 6 inches wide, but then, and I got a vintage scroll that was 6 inches in the middle, in between, perfect. But then when I roll up my scroll, the ends disappear because there's not a lot of space in there. So I am on the hunt for a scroll, a vintage scroll that has a lot of space, like in here. And for 6 inches, apparently that's a challenge. So I might have to resort to some other measures for that, but that is for another day. So this is what I'm starting out. And so the first, and so this is also an old tablecloth, my goodness, tablecloth that we found on our journey that day. and I just love it. It is beautiful. I'm just looking for a pin. So I'm wondering if there's a needle, if I might use this as my base. Oh yes, I was just wondering if the needle goes through beautifully. And I thought I might start with this as my base and do my monogram in here, just the M in here. That sounds very scary to me because I don't know if I can do a monogram. I've never done a monogram. The other thing that I'm not sure of is if I have this on as my base, that squiggly part on the scroll, if that's gonna work. I think what I'm going to do is do the monogram on here, and if I decide not to use this as, this part as my base but start here, I can cut this off and add it to with the monogram still there, because I love that. That is just gorgeous. I think there's also a napkin. Oh, did I put? Yes, here's the napkin with a smaller similar design. This fabric is just, this linen is to die for, honestly. Wish you could touch it. The other thing that I found on that same day are these kind of petty point, but not the fine petty point. I definitely want to look for smaller pieces, and these are in the right color, and as you can see, they are not straight anymore. I tried to put them in a frame, but I need to cut them anyway, so I'm wondering if I might just add some of this onto my scroll, and if it's too thick I'll look for something a little thinner, but I definitely want something like this on my scroll for sure. So that's it for now. I'll start with my monogram, come back and start doing that. I have never done a monogram, don't even know where to start and what to do, but let's see if we can manage something. And so I'll be back. I'll put all of this away, and I hope that you feel inspired. Let me know if you're doing the project and if what you have decided. If you are a YouTube channel and you're doing this, please let me know. I would love to follow along. I do have a couple of stitching channels that I absolutely love, but new inspiration is always good, so please just let me know and I can follow along with what you're doing. It's always great to see. And of course, the Roxy Journal of Stitchery Facebook group, where you can share your project, is awesome as well. You won't believe the things that's on that group. Anyway, follow the group, and thank you to Rachel and Sarah for hosting this again. It is I just love slow stitching. It is so relaxing, and I am looking forward and I'm very excited about this new project. But let's get on to the monogram. Okay, so this was quite the journey. I have my M on here, and I was at first thinking I'm going to print it and I can just draw it, but with this being so little, that's not gonna happen. So I had to draw it by hand. It looks very rough. We'll have to see how this works out. I wanted to do this on white, just on here, but then I thought if this is the end of my scroll, maybe then it's going to be very white and no color. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this in this blue, and then maybe come in with other blue in here, depending on where I put it on the scroll eventually. So yes, I am a little bit nervous because I've never done this before, and I can't say that I'm really good at doing a satin stitch, but let's try. So I'm going, and my other problem with this is I can't put it in a hoop. So what I understand about this, how to do it, and I might be wrong, is you start and kind of outline with a back stitch, and I'm already maybe doing that too big, because if you're going down on the curves, in the videos that I've watched, they say do a bit of a smaller stitch, and this won't be very forgiving because I am doing it in blue on white. So let's see, I might be very quiet for the next couple of minutes. Let's see, which line shall I follow? So I did draw in and I did draw it in with a pencil because I think that I can wash out. I did draw in the pieces where it needs to go thicker, so I'm going to just go do that all the way around. Very exciting to watch, I'm pretty sure. And I am sure there's better ways to do this, but this is what I can come up with this little. Why didn't I pick a big area to do my monogram? So I'm going to go in, maybe come back here. I'll do this. I'll cheat a little bit because again I think that stitch is just too big to make a nice round there. So I'm going to just skip over to that side so that you don't have to watch me, and then I can do this on my own. But I just want to show you the satin stitch. And again, too big. Anyway, hopefully I can. And I did only 3 strands of the DMC. I didn't have the right color in Burley cotton. That would have probably been nice, like a more shiny kind of thread. I love this cotton, it is just so, the feel of it is just amazing. Okay, so now it's going to meet in there. Okay, and I need to see, that needs to be, don't like how that looks, so let's take it out while we still have the chance. Okay, I have a bit of a dry throat. Anyway, so I'm going to meet those two together. Excuse me, I'm just having a lozenge as well. So with the satin stitch, you're just kind of going in on one line, one side of your line, and then just close. Just cover that, the back stitch. And I'm sure this will look not very French and professionally done, but it's all good. And this is what it's about. It's handmade, so I'm not gonna be too fussed about this. I am not a professional, so Just learning something new every day, and I love the monograms. They're just beautiful. See, and I think that one again is just a little too big. I'm going to bring it out. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is not to go in and out but come in from the bottom. Yeah, then you have a little bit of better. Okay, yes, that works better. Don't try to take shortcuts. This, I thought it would be easy, but this linen is a little hard to get the needle in there, and maybe I should try a different needle, but let's just keep going. So anyway, that is what I'll be doing the next couple of hours, going around filling in all of that. I think what I'm going to do is this M has little leaves in here, and I think the leaves I'll do with white or not, I don't know. But that's what my thinking is now for now. So this is what I'll keep doing. I'll come back and show you my progress. I think I need a different needle, and I will be back when my M is hopefully a little bit more than just this. It will take some time for sure. So I hope you guys will come back and see. For you it will be a minute. Anyway, see you in a minute. So this is how far I got. It definitely takes a little longer, even though this is a small letter. It takes a while to fill all of this in, but I love the effect. It's not perfect, but it is good enough. I'm thinking I was going to add the little flowers here in the middle of the letter with just white, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll do a red flower with little green leaves in there. Anyway, I'll keep doing this, and next time I see you, hopefully this is done and we're working on the next prompt. So thank you for watching today. Please like, subscribe, and leave a message. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of this, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I have my next video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.